When you arrive at Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Sullivan. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The inside handoff. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Daniels. He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Got his man quickly.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Goes to the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll throw on third down. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one, finds some space. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Back to pass, it's Sullivan. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for.
Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. First down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Fakes the grab on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the fullback's not going to be a guy that's running routes deep down the field. He's normally just a check down option for the quarterback. You saw it right there, and as a result, it doesn't pick up any yards.
Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Sullivan. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly out to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
A third and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the the sticks for a first down. The Ducks are flying down the field. To the air, it's Daniels. Time to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wild.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The big fullback's got it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's
quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
A nice job by this offense. Put the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting. Go into halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Has it back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now going deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
No, you got to be aggressive here because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin. This might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Sullivan. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There is no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Wide out in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Back to throw, it's Sullivan. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Oh, and that ball just inches away from being in every highlight around the country. That was an absolute bomb. Just couldn't quite get it far enough.
They go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Power football with the run. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Johnson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. It's complete to the left. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you.
Oh, look out! He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
First down here for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass. It's Sullivan. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sullivan. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Finds its way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump and throw and pick it off.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. That's caught. It's Johnson. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
35, Iowa, 21.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to slam in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Scanning the field, it's Sullivan. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched family.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 20. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Going up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. explosive plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Hard running there. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. With the catch, it's Gill. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Looking to throw it again. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Sullivan. Coming after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Sends it downfield. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 15 to Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it out fast. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Feeling some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last one.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He makes the catch. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He'll just keep slinging it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. We need to go for it on 4th down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Back to throw, it's Sullivan. Release to the back. It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick strike complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw here on second down. And the timing just a hair off.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll go to the air on third and short. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The snap sets up to throw. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. They're bringing heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. He wants to throw it. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. He's right on target. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Timeout is called with just a single second left. With the ball spotted outside the 35, the holder will kneel and give his kicker a shot from 53 yards out and a chance to win. And this one's not going to get there. No good. Just not enough leg. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.